Anytime you have someone of Coach Cooley's personality and what he accomplished, obviously there's going to be some sadness. And, he is Providence. He grew up here. His story was national. But he made a decision. He is his own man. His family made a decision. And, we are really proud of what Providence College is. I'm really proud to be the athletic director here. I'm excited about having the next coach come in who wants to be here, who's going to take us to new heights, build off what Coach built for 12 years. I'm grateful for what Coach did here. I just left a meeting with him. We were honest. We gave each other a big hug. Obviously, I wanted to win with him here, but he and his family made a different decision, and I wish him the best. But when we play him, we're going to try and beat him every time.
Has an interim been named yet?
That has not been done yet.
And is Ed taking his staff with him as well?
That's going to be his decision. Ed will have those conversations with him and his staff.
Probably not going to be difficult to find a successor. People want to come to Providence College.
I think finding the right coach is the best way you have to put it. I want to find someone here who's a sitting head coach, who's passionate, who wants to be here, and believes they can win big at Providence College.
Is there any bad blood?
With Val Ackerman?
Val and I have a great relationship, and, Val, to her credit, there was nothing really she could do. There's no legal ramifications. There's no guidelines. Val is an amazing leader. I have nothing but respect for Val, Vince, and my counterparts at the Big East Conference. She's been incredible. I've talked to her many times. Peter, this is a personal why I feel. I'm letting you know. It's not something Providence College would have ever done, and I don't think it's a good look for the conference.
Do you think there'll be legal ramifications?
Head coach, why is that experience necessary to come in and hit the ground running?
I just feel this is a league that's a bear. If you think about it as the coaches, I just saw Coach Patino got hired at St. John's. You have some of the best coaches. It's the best basketball conference in the country. 3 teams are in the Sweet 16. But we're going to get a great coach. Could be a young coach, could be a long experienced coach, but I'm really excited moving forward. We have all the infrastructure. We're going to continue to invest. We want to do things at the highest level. We're going to be really successful in name, image, and likeness. There's nothing we don't have to be successful here at the highest level at Providence College.
Any legal ramifications you might take up with Georgetown?
That's not for us to discuss today. That'll be something the institution discusses as we move forward.
Does it hurt?
Steve, have you had a chance to talk to the players?
Does it hurt?
One at a time, please.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to talk to the players?
I have. Coach Cooley and I both addressed the players a little time ago. And obviously, that's an emotional time. These student athletes, people forget, there's a business part and there's a human empathy part to this. And, these student athletes have to digest this news. Obviously, we want to keep our players here. We're going to get a great coach, and we're going to continue to win at the highest level.
Some real estate documents were dated March 3rd. The timing of this, is that an issue for you at all?
That's none of my business. That's, whatever Coach does with his real estate business, you can ask Coach that question.
Do you have an interim coach in the place, or anybody from the current staff going to be here to overlook the players?
Those decisions will be made in the next few days.
Steve, Bill Donovan is one of those guys that you've been in contact. I think you're a friend with. You've liked for a while. Have you had any contact with him as a future coach coming back, Billy D?
Billy Donovan is a great friend. He's a great mentor. He's a great advisor. Him and I talked multiple times. He absolutely loves his job in the NBA. He wants to win NBA championships, and I wish him all the best. But I'm blessed that the people we have in the Friar Network that I continue to lean on, call for advice, this is a special place.
Is it possible to replace a coach like Ed Cooley just with his background, his story, his energy? Is that the difficult part in all of this?
That's my job. But, Ed is a special story. How many coaches throughout the country are able to come home and have success at their home school? But, at the end of the day, guys, we've said this multiple times. He didn't make this as a basketball decision. This wasn't a Providence decision. This was a decision for him and his family.
Did Ed have to buy out of his contract?
I'm not going to discuss the details of his contract.
Okay.
You speak to the state of the organization and the basketball program as a whole, as the fan base is kind of struggling with this news right now. What's your message to the fan base right now?
That's a great question. First of all, we have the best fans in the country. I feel for them going through this difficult time because they support us at the highest level at the AMP with their generosity, just their passion. Providence College, schools across the country would die for what we have. So it's my job to keep that going and make sure we get a coach who's going to help us compete at the highest level.
You said you and the coach just spoke to the players. How did they take it?
I think that's a difficult time. It's any time you're given news that maybe you weren't expecting, and you're talking about 18 to 22-year-old young men. They're going through a time in their life. They need to digest it. And this is the difficult part of the business world on the college sports. We always forget, these are young men and women who come to school to play a sport they love. And this is the hard part of it.
Steve, the last time maybe you could have a little wiggle time to find a coach, but the way the transfer portal works, does that maybe expedite anything in terms of maybe having someone in place to maybe keep players currently here